the buy. This is the buy that the pause was for. This is the entire essential first map comes down to this one buy. If NIP cannot win this one, they cannot start a comeback here at the end. And they may just fall by the wayside. It's 5 M4s for NIP. No kits, running very low on utility as well.
Finally, though, Get Right does have a rifle. So a silver lining maybe for NIP, but yeah, as you say, this is a bargain bucket buy-up from NIP. And a lot rests on this round. And a lot of people, myself included, to be completely honest, thought Godsent were the heavy underdogs coming into this game. But they have been performing very well indeed, exceptionally well. 4 players on the B side for NIP right now. A couple of which are on drop zone, can easily rotate back to A if needs be. And when you have such a distinct lack of utility, you almost have to play for the information. It's very hard to hold off on these sites. Looking for the early frag, Xizt pushing through towards the window. He has Freiburg just below him. Will put him 6 foot under. Good start for NIP. One of the first times we've seen him get the opening pick, and the second as well. This time Forrest will convert onto Twist, but look, he's really caught in a precarious position. He's going to have to come out fighting, and fighting he will. He doesn't get the kill, but he drops Palf extremely low. It's looking good for Godsent after Letpro lands the headshot, though. That being said, he's also been dropped low. Surely NIP can convert this round now.
All they really have to do is bait for Freiburg. There's Xizt with the kill. He cleans up Letpro, and actually this isn't going to be cleared out whatsoever. Freiburg with 1. Pronax falls. Palf with 6 HP and a 1-on-3. This is what NIP needed. A 12th round for them. 12 to 14. And with 3 members alive, they can at least start to build up some money. They can drop some, they're going to have to drop some guns over, but they'll have a little bit of nades to utilize moving forward.
This gives them a glimmer of hope, at least. Some light at the end of the tunnel. They are going to have a solid buy up this round, but Godsent, of course, who've been on a tear, have themselves an AWP in the hands of Twist. The rest of the players filling out with AK, so there's no respite for NIP. Boost up onto tree. Again, a similar formation to what we saw in the previous round, round 26.
Threats read this, though. You can see 4 members of NIP are here towards the B bomb site, 2 towards drop. The success of Godsent in the later stage of this half has been just all 5 walking behind these smokes over towards B and eventually punishing their way into the B bomb site, so NIP is prepared for this perfectly.
They certainly are, but here comes the flash, here comes the charge. Freiburg says, screw this noise, I'm just going to be backing away. Get Right with the first kill. Freiburg tries to spray down, but somehow Pronax will best him. And that gives up the drop zone control now and allows the terrorists to start to filter their way out into connector, but the frags are going NIP's way for now. On a 2-on-3, Xizt did get a lot of damage down onto Schneider, looking to try and finish him off as he pushes right through the smoke, and it's the perfect timing, and NIP have made it 1 round closer.
Better for NIP, 5 Molotovs, 5 smokes, 5 kits, everything except for the AWP, which Twist has on the other side of the map. But Godsent has been shut out of 3 rounds straight, and this next win gets any team who wins it up to map point.
Such a close, tense matchup this has been. It looked like Godsent were going to run away with it on the first half. NIP brought it back to an 8-7 halftime scoreline. And it's just been blow for blow in the center of the ring. Both teams exchanging punches left, right, and center. But here we go. Another slow round for Godsent. 3 players up on long A, 4 players actually. It's going to try and filter their way through and see if they can get that entry. But NIP have completely given up long there. Happier to play passive on the A site.
Yeah, NIP's actually out of smokes already. They've used all 5. You can see Godsent with 4 members over towards long A. They're going to set up for an execute. Molotov out to prevent that peek from Force. You can see he wanted to get close to do it. Freiburg's going to hold the angle. There's the rings true. Force turn. He cannot fall here. He gets 1. There's another. He's got a challenge. He's got to fight his way out, and he wins it. 2 kills for Force. They're going to continue to challenge, though. He's completely blind.
He still has 73 HP, though, but he will be picked off from Pronax. 3-on-3. Information was gathered, though, from NIP. They know at least 2 players are over on the long side. But have they over-rotated?
It's so interesting. With 4 members towards long A, it looked like Godsent was setting up a fake because the bomb was still down in the middle of the map to go towards the B bomb site, and it's wide open. Schneider's going to find it empty, and actually, Pitt gets punished. He's not aware that's a possibility. So Godsent a big advantage here at 3-on-2. There is still time for NIP to get over, but Schneider is going to be a thorn. He's going to try and stop these rotations. He's going to be in such a difficult spot. Xizt! That's a huge kill!
There's only 10 seconds left. Can they stop the plant from going down? It's all on Xizt now, going to be throwing them incendiary over towards the site. That forces the player out into the open. Xizt the first one. He's going to be getting the second! Xizt clutches it! 15 to 14, Nip will go. What a time to step up.
He's been doing it time and time again. All the stars of NIP coming up huge when they need it, but no bigger than that round. Schneider puts his team in a perfect spot, but you just can't help for the savvy of Xizt here. That is such an important kill. That's the bomb. It delays a little bit longer. This kill, he's isolated a one-on-one, and then he's prepared for this swing from Schneider. So 15-14 for, and now it's Godsent who's light on nades. They're the ones with their backs against the wall. Finally, after this whole map, NIP has brought it down to just one round.
What a play from Xizt. As you said, just to have that clarity of mind to stand tall in the doors, stop the bomb from going down in the first place. Godsent will have AKs. It's not like they're completely flat out broke. That has to have hurt them. Can NIP come back and take map number one after having a number of alarming moments? And Xizt throws over the flashbang. You can see again that Godsent are looking for that opening pickup on the platform. So far, so good for NIP. Xizt tries to spray. Does actually do quite a bit of damage while flashbanged, and will finish off the player up there. Pit's going to come in as well. Looking so good for NIP. The bomb's dropped. It's all on Schneider. This is going to take one of the plays of the tournament if he pulls this off.
This would be one of the plays of the year, a 1-on-5. It looks like NIP has survived this first map scare. And the crowd knows it. Schneider, 45 seconds left to make his move.
The bomb is on the site as well. Everything going against Schneider from this point. 40 seconds. The positions from NIP, impenetrable defense, and there we go. Freiburg will put the last nail in the coffin on cobblestone. NIP somehow bounced back to take it 16-14.
Xizt steps up so massively in that game. Godsent has such a big lead. They have such big advantages throughout certain stretches of that match, and you can just see it's the experience that finally wins out for NIP. Knowing how to close that, knowing how to stay poised, knowing how to stay strong, and they finally turn it back in their favor.
We've got to say, though, Godsent, they deserve a lot of props there for taking NIP right to the limit.
The question was, how are these younger players going to perform on the stage? And Godsent looked fantastic. NIP had to earn that win.
I've seen that a lot of people coming into this tournament wouldn't have fancied to get out of groups, wouldn't have fancied to get into the playoffs. They're here in the semi-finals and taking